Spend time on your own. Spend time with yourself and spend time with God. You know, it's a way if you want to. If you want to gain momentum in life, if you really want to, move in a direction of strength, somehow you have to develop a particular life culture. What I mean by developing a life culture is that you have to learn how to gather strength. Gather yourself together. Develop strength that will sustain your life. I've seen people live their life in certain ways, doing almost everything, going everywhere, going to places they ought not to go to, talking to people they ought not to be talking to, and then getting themselves involved in activities that would eventually not bring them to their desired goal. And for some time now, I've been looking at the subject of how you can spend time with yourself, spend time with your God, create the atmosphere on your own, where you stay on your own, without any interference, without anybody interfering with you. And that is actually the moment you can gain enough energy with God. You can get into God and you can hear God. 2026 that is coming is a time that we need to spend more with ourselves and with God. The reason is this: a lot of things are happening in the realm of the Spirit. And if you are not peeling yourself up to know what God is doing, honestly, you're going to lose out of the things that God is doing in these last days. So stop all the unnecessary activities. Create a moment with God. Time with God where you sort yourself out, where you hear God speak to you clearly. 1%, I've been teaching about 1% improvement on a daily basis. Just adding 1% improvement. It is at that point you begin to realize the valley of disappointment, the valley of when you have a lot of disappointment in your life, the time when you discover that a lot of things are not working, and you discover that you are going in cycles. You are having the same result. You turn around. The same spot you were in January is the same spot you are in November. It's the same spot you are in January the following year. That's because you have not been able to sit back and gather yourself together and then look at what went wrong. What is it that you right? Now, look at this case of a woman. This woman is of 2 Kings chapter 4. And this woman was like, and at the close of the day, she was like, should I do it? Should I not do it? But she did it. What was it? Gather the jars. Start pouring. Continue pouring. And it didn't look like it was going to happen. But she obeyed that instruction. She was doing it small, little by little, little by little, little by little. And she kept pouring, she kept pouring, she kept pouring. Now, when she discovered that she had so many jars she had poured. So, in this case, I advise everybody, pour into yourself. Develop a pattern of pouring things into your spirit. Pouring the word of God into your spirit. Pouring your life inside. Building your life in a particular direction. Leave the noise. I can stay, if you give me everything I need, I have my books, I have my things here. I can stay here the next 1 month. I would stay there and build myself up, strengthen my spirit. I can exercise here. I can do anything I want to do. I eat here. I do everything. I can build myself. Stop going around everywhere. Every meeting you are there. Every conference you are there. and your life is not making progress, you are not going further, you are not impacting yourself. Most of the motivational speakers are telling you, oh, the more you attend these conferences, the more you go to this place, the more you do that, the more you are feasible, and that. Yes, it's good to build relationships. There's nothing bad about that. Relationship is everything. I agree with you. But what about the relationship with God? What about building relationship, discovering your strength, building yourself before God in the most holy place, making yourself relevant before the presence of God? And when you do that, what you carry in the inside of you will affect other people. It will affect the world. It will affect the people around you. It will affect the work you do. Sometimes I see people complaining about, oh, they need money. Because they need money, if I had money, I would do this. If I had money, I would do that. And the next thing is they start going around looking for money. But the question is, money enters in their hand and they get confused. Why? Because the first thing they did was to set goals. And they set goals. And you notice that everybody in life sets goals. Everybody sets goals. But the goals notice that even though you set goals, many people don't score or they don't win in life. You notice that every person who set a goal and those who did not set a goal, everybody set a goal, but only very few win. Make use of the goal. There are winners and there are losers, but all of them have set goals. And you notice that what is wrong? Why did the other person set a goal and he did not score? He did not win. Why did the other person set a goal and he won and he made impact? The reason is that the person who set a goal had built a system of how the goal will be carried out, how the goal will be achieved. So you must build a system for yourself. Don't follow my system. Don't look at what we are doing. Look at what you want to do. There is a room for replication. There is a room for copy. There is a room for trying to fight to be like the other person. I always advise, if you want to copy, if you want to replicate what the other person is doing, just make sure you replicate in context. Make sure that what you're replicating fits the direction of your life. And then look at what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Most of us who give testimonies and all, tell our final stories. We don't tell the process. We don't discuss the process. We don't tell people what we went through. The unfamiliar signposts we saw along the line, the bottlenecks we found on the road, the potholes that we saw, and all of that. We only tell the final story. And so that is where the gap is created. So when you create a time for yourself, you build your system. System is very important. Build the process. Understand the process. Build strength that will carry you through the process. Okay, I want to be a mighty man in the next 10 years. It's going to take you a process. You've got to build a system of how to get there. It will take you sleeping less at night. It will take you working extra hour. It will take you sacrificing so many things. It might take you not driving the kind of car or your friends are driving. It might take you not wearing the kind of clothes your friends. It might take you sacrificing so many things just to achieve that purpose. Nobody will notice that. Nobody will see. What people are going to see is how you have become a great man. I can't tell you, a young man met me last week and he was like, sir, please sir, how did you get here? I started laughing at him. Please, I would like to be like you. Oh sir, I would like. What did he see? He saw something. He came to meet me at a particular location and he said, sir, I'm told you are the owner of this place. And I said, what about that? He said, sir, I would like to have this. I would like to get something like this. I started laughing. And I said, this young man will not realize that many times before we got to this place, I will sneak out early in the morning by 5 a.m. I'm going there to carry blocks. I'm going there to pack blocks. I'm going there I will sweat. And I will do that, and I will finish it. I will wrap myself up again, and I will clean myself, and I will go to the office as if nothing was done. And then I will walk, and then when work closes, I will return to the same place. I will go and pack rubbles. I will pack sand. I will fill the place. I will do this. And nobody noticed that I was building a system. You can build a castle in the forest, but you don't need to tell anybody. Create time, create your wall. Understand exactly. And then don't make one goal post your final destination. If you make your one goal post your final destination, you're going to run into trouble. Why do I know that? Goal post changes. When it feels as are going to stifle your happiness in life, is when you set one goal and you stay there. The Gen Zs of this world will beat you to it if you stay at that goal post. Goal post must keep shifting. I did not understand that until recently. You must keep shifting your goalpost, because when you finish this goal, when you score here, move to the next phase, keep moving to the next phase, keep moving. It's like a child who has entered secondary school and SS1 or JS1, sorry, he scores the goal and he said, I finished. And the operators of school are not even happy about this, because when you finish JS3, they say you have graduated. Is this secondary school or whatever? I don't know how they grade it now. They say you have graduated, and then if you know, if the person does not understand the goalpost, she will think she has graduated. So you have to keep your spirit alive. For you as a believer, as a child of God, one of the ways for you to develop strength in the inner man is whether you like it or not. You must learn to stay with God's word. You must learn to constantly make it a routine. Set your alarm clock. Make it a routine. 1%, 10 pages of the Bible, 10 chapters of the Bible to pick every morning before the day is done is enough to strengthen your spirit. Don't just read because you want to cover a syllabus. Read and meditate. Ask questions. Think about it. Stay on it. Let it influence your life for that day. Do it daily. Do it consistently. Do it every day. Imagine just 1 hour every morning with God's word. Maybe you are not used to praying, but you want to start making prayer your lifestyle. Start with 20 minutes. Increase to 30. Make it 1 hour. As a child of God, honestly, from my experience, the least any sincere, honest child of God should pray every morning is an hour. Don't pray less than an hour. Because the previous few minutes and all that, from 1 second to the first 60 minutes, you are struggling with your flesh. Your body doesn't want you to pray. Your flesh is fighting against prayer. It's tired, it's weak, it wants to rest. So when you mortify it by insistence and you pray, and you keep praying, every day you keep praying, you notice that doing 1 hour every day times 365 days, imagine how many hours you have spent in the presence of God. Your life will be transformed. Right now I'm thinking about how can I deepen my walk with God? How can I deepen my knowledge of Jesus? How can I understand the many-sidedness of Jesus? How can Jesus become full in my body? It's to spend time with God. Get busy with your life. Busy with your doing. But remember, there is a particular time you must withdraw. No matter whether they invited you somewhere, there is a meeting going on somewhere, and you're supposed to play a vital role in that meeting. And that meeting is going to conflict with the time you're supposed to spend with God. Meeting will come and go, but your presence, your time with God is very important. Your life is important. Don't live your life to impress people. Can I repeat that? Don't live your life to impress people. There is nobody on the face of the earth you can ever impress. I was meeting with Pastor Boju, and he made a comment. And he said, even the people you try to help will blame you. And that is a very profound statement. Don't try to impress people. Don't try to overstep your boundaries. Know when to stop. Know when to come back. Even people will accuse you at the close of the day that you wasted your time trying to do what you're not supposed to do for other people. I didn't say to help people, don't do this for people. But understand that at the close of the day, you are accountable to yourself. You are accountable. I have a friend in London. When we were in the school together, in the college together, he used to make comments like, what would my children tell me? Or what would I answer my children when they ask me, Daddy, why didn't you do what you're supposed to have done when you ought to have done it? That's a profound statement. So don't let your children come and accuse you. Don't let your children come and say, hey, Daddy, what happened when your mates or your colleagues were running shuttle? What happened when this other man took this step to get to where he was? We are looking at the era of follow. You have to follow. We follow physically. We follow. If you enter the social media, it's follow. And the question is, if you are not careful how you follow, you are going to lose your destination. You are going to miss your destination. You follow everything you see. You follow. You are following everywhere. Now, if you notice the bad side, the intriguing side of it is this: most of the people that say they have 2 million followers are not following up to 3 people. They're not following up to 5 people, but they have a lot of followers. And they're not going to tell you, you are following, all of you are following me. Who is following you? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Who is following you? What are you doing that people are following you? So I didn't say if you see something good, don't follow. You shouldn't follow. No. If you see something good and it's going the direction of where you're going, follow. So that you don't leave where you're supposed to go and follow another direction. You will get confused. I believe that the time for us to take our destinies into our hand is now. Look at the book of Proverbs chapter 30. It says the ants are a people not strong, but they build they gather their food in the summer. They are people strong. They know their seasons. They know when the rain is coming. They know when it's summer. It's hot. They can run shuttles. They can carry all the 1%. But 1% achievement every day. They carry 1 grain of sand, and they store it. That is when the rain comes. You don't see the ants outside. You don't see them outside because it is not the time to gather. It is time to sit back and eat. Friends, there's a time for you to sit back and eat everything you have labored for. There's a time for that. So why don't you withdraw from the noise, withdraw from the applause, withdraw from, somebody will talk to you like that. And the same people are saying different things about you when you're not there. They say different things about you. They say very different things about you. Some are not impressed by your success. And you think they are impressed. They are not. You think they are happy with you when they say, oh, see what you have done is not true. I've got experience over this. Stay back and build yourself. Be focused. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 6. It said, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider your ways. They don't have a leader. They don't have anybody to guide them, but they gather their food in the summer. Decide when to wake up. Decide when to go to bed. One day I went to my son's room and I was impressed by what I saw. He had his day starts by 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. and his day ends by 11 p.m. In between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. is when he goes to bed. That's when the brain relaxes. And then from 3 o'clock, see what he writes when he wakes up. Then the time for prayer, the time for study, the time for preparing himself, the time to even brush his mouth. He's there on his timetable, on his schedule. And then I was glad because for some time now we had removed all televisions. We do not chat DSTV. We don't have time because those are time wasters. Those people you are watching on television, you call them celebrities, you call them professionals, you call them this and call them that. What do they call you? When are you going to start what people will come and watch you? When are you going to start what people will buy data to watch you? You buy 200 every day, 300, 1,000 naira data. You even solicit for people to give you money to send data for you. And they send it to you. What do you use it for? To use it to watch people. And as you are watching them, they are earning their money. When are you going to start your own? Call yourself to order. Make yourself relevant. Make yourself useful in these last days. The Bible says God has given unto us everything that pertains unto life, unto godliness. If you're failing, it's that you decided to fail. If you are not succeeding, it's because you did not discover who you are. Nobody is your problem. Nobody is against you. Nobody is standing in your way. You are the only person standing in your way. And if you remove yourself from your way, you will go to where you're going to. So learn how to remove yourself from your troubles, the difficulties you're passing through right now. They say cement is 10,500. Are people building? They are building. Why are you not building? Because you are not even able to strike the right chord. You are not succeeding because you have not been able to strike the right chord. What kind of relationship are you keeping? What kind of people are you relating with? If the relationship you are keeping is not benefiting you, why don't you cut short part of it? Why don't you look at the things that will help you to be the person you want to be in life? And stop blaming people. Because even the people you are looking up to, they have their own challenges. They have their own troubles. And they may not be able to say it to you. And you live all your life thinking about them. You live your life accusing them. You live your life making them look like demons who don't want to. Because they know how to handle their matters. They know how to handle their challenges. They know how to absorb them. They have developed their own shock absorbers. So when they are carrying about as if nothing is wrong with their lives, they are sitting down there magnifying your own troubles and accusing them and calling them names. They're not helping. They're not willing to help anybody. It's not true. They only know how to possess their vessels. They know how to handle their problems, and they keep going. I believe that you can make something out of your life. 2026 is around the corner. I don't know what you have noticed since you were born into this world, that every year gets harder. That there is no year that is better than the other year. All you just need to do is to develop yourself to be above the next hard zone of life. Things are not likely going to get easier, but you can develop your strength to a point that you are on top. What the eagle does, he keeps soaring, keep going up as the storm grows. The eagle goes up and up on top of the storm. So you've got to develop that. If for any reason the prices of foodstuff have become so expensive next year, 2026, you should be able to go above, build yourself, build momentum to overcome, to be above the prices of food. When things go up, God is still the Most High. And you have to do that by developing yourself in the presence of God. Decide that you will succeed. Make up your mind not be by the roadside of life. Decide. And then take those small steps every day. 1% improvement in your life. 1% improvement in your relationship. 1% improvement in your prayer life. 1% improvement in your study life. 1% improvement in gaining knowledge of God. 1% improvement daily in reading and developing and gaining insight into who God is and what God has done for you. When I look at the Gospels, I look at the book of Matthew, the book of Mark, John, Luke, Acts, Romans, and I look at and I say, Lord, all these things have already been done for me. Okay? So it's for me to discover who I am and walk into it and live in it. Now, listen. Maybe I'm talking to somebody this morning who thinks he has given up and who believes that he can no more succeed in life. There is no age that you cannot start. There is no season that you cannot start. If you are 70 years and you believe you can restart your life, before you are 80, you will be shocked at where you will be. Just start. But don't start doing the same things you were doing before. Don't start doing the same things you were doing when you were in your 20s. And because of those things you were doing in your 20s, they landed you, got to 70, and the result was not impressive. Start with learning. Somebody was saying that somebody told him, you are walking with a fool. Why are you walking with a fool? You tag along with a fool. He said, why are you doing that? He said, I did that on purpose. I know that guy is a fool, but I'm studying how not to be a fool. That is what your life should be now. If you were foolish at your 20s, and now you are 70, and you are saying, no, I'm not giving up. I want to reinvent my life. I want to start again. Better get back to the drawing board. Look at the foolish things you are doing. If you want to reinvent yourself, don't repeat the foolish things you are doing that landed you where you are. Start afresh. You can see a 27-year-old boy who is making impact. Go and learn from him. Draw him closer. Ask him questions. How he got there. Why he's getting a result that he's getting at just 27. And here you are 70. And you are begging to eat. You are begging. You have lost that in life. Learn from him. Humble yourself. Determined to succeed. Friends, the world is not ending. Has not ended against you yet. God has given you another opportunity, another chance to get started in life. Look at the things you were not doing right. Start to do it. Take your life into custody. Take your spirit into custody. Be in control of your life. Be in control of your destiny. Let every second of the day count. Every second. From 0:01 a.m. Start to be accountable to yourself. Any call that you are receiving that is not going to take you to the trajectory of your life, that they cut it. Cut short the discussion. When people call you and ask you, how was your night? Tell them to proceed to the discussion and should leave your night alone. Because if you tell them what happened in your night, what will they do with it? Move on to be in custody of your life. Let your life be. Before you know what happened, discover that you will discover yourself. You will recover yourself. You will recover your destiny. You will recover your life. You will begin to live a happy life. Sweet friends, nothing is as sweet as living the life you had always wanted to live. You are thinking that until you get that money, you will not live that life. Well, the money might not come if your life has not been reworked. The money would not come. Money knows where to go to. Nobody owns the money. You should know that. Nobody owns money. Money is the facility of the state. It belongs to the sovereignty. It is not your money. But what you do every day with your life is what is going to tell the money to turn into your compound, or turn into your house, or turn into your bank account. If you don't do the right thing, money remains the product, the property of the state. It doesn't belong to you. You notice that if you have 10 million naira in your account, at least I've been trying to study money for a long while, and then even the word have, I have 10 million naira in my account. It's a wrong English to speak. You don't have it. It is what you did that brought that 10 million naira into your account. If you do the wrong thing, you will see that 10 million will leave your account. And when it leaves, you can't get it back. Where will it go to? It will not live and stand on the middle of the road. Money is designed to be around somebody who does something that attracts that money to come. So when you do the thing that attracts that money to come, money will come to you directly. Is the problem money? If your problem is money, I can also tell you, what are you doing? So that money will like you. So money will be attracted to you. So money will find your location and come to you. Start that thing right now. Discover it and do it. And you will see that very soon your life will transform. I don't know how what I'm saying has affected you, but I know God is not done with you. He's not done with any of us. We are still in the process. We are still, as soon as you wake up in the morning and you are breathing well, your legs and your hands are moving, man, you have it there. You have it. Do it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Ensure you're doing it. Don't let every second slip off you. Don't let any second be taken by any laggard. Don't let any second of your life be taken and become unproductive, or else you will get yourself plateaued. You will get into a place called plateau of latent potential. That is where you find yourself struggling. You can't break forth. You can't go too far. You only see in your imagination, this is what is supposed to happen. And then you're only seeing, this is what is happening. And then you see that you are faced with a lot of disappointment. Again, the danger there is that you cannot even help yourself. You have seen, look at where I'm supposed to be. You see, and what does that bring to you? Frustration. It brings frustration to your life. Having seen, either by reflection or anyhow, you see where you're supposed to be in life, but you're not there. And then you are seeing what is actually where you are right now. You see where you are. Where you are is a location you don't like. It's the atmosphere, it's a stage of life, a phase of life that you don't like. But you are not even able to do anything about it. And then the next thing you see is a lot of frustration, disappointments here and there. You feel very sad about everything. You see everybody as being responsible. I can assure you they are not responsible. You didn't do the right thing. You didn't press the right button. You did not use your brain effectively. You were not taking the right actions. You are not applying faith rightly. You were not praying rightly. You were not studying rightly. You did not carry the right information that you needed to succeed in life. And you did not carry the right mindset. Now, turn those things around. And your life will change dramatically. It will change dramatically. It will change, and you will see yourself beginning to be where you're supposed to be in life. Thank you so much. I believe that this would help you today. Thanks.